Hey ultralight bait finesse fan, in this video I'll be doing a cast testing session using a new reel that I've gotten from Japan. This is the Daiwa Saltist BFTW. I've spooled this guy up with 0.6 gold. This is from Varivas 4-strand carrier, and I only put on 125 feet of line to ensure that the spool is light as possible, because this spool here is weighing at 11 grams, and then I have about a rod length of 4-pound mono. For the rod, I'll be pairing up with the Dragon Light Game, and this is a new rod to me. This is the C532 Ultralight. It's a 2-piece rod. It's rated for 1 to 7 grams. Let's first start off our cast testing session by exploring the breaking behavior of this reel.
Small bass, very small. Anyway, let's do some cast testing, shall we? First lure, we'll be playing, oh crap. Dude, you guys see this? What the heck are you doing? What the heck are you doing? Oh, it's just gonna take this off, and there's this baby yellow jacket on here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, hey. Anyhow, we are here, and it's time to explore the brakes. Let's talk about the reel for a second and the configurations. Out of the box, zero adjuster. It's a small micro chop. Basically, the tension is loose as possible, but there is a small little wiggle. I like to tighten mine just a little bit more so that it's smaller chop. Right there. Okay. Anyhow, let's do this. So I have it on max brakes, 20, just to see how it behaves. First lure I am throwing is the Z-Man shad fries on their shad heads, 1/16 ounce. The total weight here is approximately 2.95 grams. So let's give it a wing. As you see, it went to the left just a little bit. It's given because of the max brakes, right? So let's reduce this to, let's say, about, let's say 6 brakes down, so it's 14 now. It's still restricted. There's some wind today. Glad I got the microphone here, so it's not gonna be crazy. All right, so yeah, it's still restricted, but it's a little bit more straighter and a little bit further. So let's go down to 10. Here we go. Look at that. Now that's like twice the distance compared to the first cast. All right, cool. Now, accuracy is there. The first 2 casts, I had to compensate, try to get it in front of me, but this is it. So, all right, not bad. We are now gonna lower to, I think 6, up to 6, okay? Because that's like a typical Daiwa reel for me. Nice, good distance, no overspooling to the end. So it looks like pretty strong brakes here. One more try. Look at that, yeah, no overspooling at all. That's good, very good cast. I'm gonna lower it 1 click now and see if it overspools during the cast. No overspooling, oh wow. But let's just see the distance for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 cranks. This is like slightly under 30 inch per turn with a max spool, of course, and this is halfway spool. So yeah, try to calculate that, guys. All right, 4 brakes. Still no overspooling until you know, that small little overspool, because the thumbing, like I thumbed it slightly right after I touched the water. Well, that is going out fast, like it's shooting out. Okay, that's pretty nice. And then if you do like low trajectory cast, close quarters, that's not low trajectory, Jimbo. I think the lure is too low, and I'm not used to doing these low trajectory casts with light lures. Nah, see, my timing is off. A little bit better right there. I'm more of a roll cast guy, like the flipping stuff like that. I barely do that, but there it goes. I think you go lower. 2 brakes. Oh wow, yeah. So if you creek fishing, you close quarter fishing, look at that. 2 brakes, very easy. But if I cast 2 brakes, what happens? Overspool. Yeah, you got to feather that one all the way through. I'm gonna try it again, but I think advanced users would probably put it low as possible because they like to feather. I feathered through, but you know, still some overspooling. So I like to keep at 4 if I'm casting. But that's interesting that they talked about, you know, this reel here, you cast far distance and also softly for close quarters, right? Without changing the brakes. I can see that, you know, I brake 4, brake 3. Okay, got some flip cast going. I'm still a little high on it because I'm not really good at these casts, especially when I try to do it low trajectory. There we go. Especially, I'm a short guy. Can't tap the water, Jimbo. Okay. Let's do some flicks. Back and forth flicks are nice. Nice. You got some good control with it. Let's cast into the wind. We got wind right now. That flick overhand cast, not bad. Let's do a side flick cast. Look at that, not bad. All right, let's do a roll cast, my classic. I like my roll cast. I'm a roll cast guy. In fact, most of my stuff are roll cast, and the reason why I like roll cast is because you let your rod do most of the work, and a lot of times you want the rod to do the work for the cast, right? Like a lot of people do the power cast, like the spinning setups, right? You don't do that with bait casting, especially with the thin PE line, okay? You backlash with that super power for that distance, right? You will snap your line. Like most of my casts here, I'm not like full 100% cast, you know? I let the rod do most of the work, and that's pretty good distance right there. Anyhow, I fully explore the brakes. I think 4 is a great spot, okay? It's a great spot for pretty much all my casting. So let's go lighter and see how low this reel could go. All right, the next lure I'm gonna cast test is the Z-Man micro worms on their 1/20th ounce micro shroom heads. The total weight here is 2 grams on the dot. So let's go. I'm gonna probably put the brakes up just a little bit. I'm gonna put it to 6 just to start out. Let's go. All right, so 6, it's nice. It's very controlled, no overspooling. Let's do a few more casts. There's some wind here. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty good distance. I'm gonna lower the brake 1 at a time. No over, oh, a little bit overspooling right before it touched the water, like right before it touched the water. So I think for something this light, you definitely want a little bit more brakes because the smaller the lure is, right, it doesn't have that momentum. It's not gonna stay in the air that long. And so unless you're gonna keep feathering, which we're gonna try with brake 4, you know, it's gonna overspool. Oh yeah, I can feel it overspooling while I'm casting. But if I were to not thumb that, I think, you know, we're gonna have some trouble. There we go. Oh, whew. I put the thumb right on it right away. I don't think I captured that, but I saw it overspool just a little bit. And we got some wind here, and the wind changed direction on me. See that overspool this time? All right. So I'm gonna fix this, but yeah, this reel could definitely cast it. It's pretty accurate. So I'm gonna fix this, and I'm gonna try to get the distance without, you know, getting this thing to overspool. I'll try to get the maximum distance for you guys. But you know, if you guys casting this light and you're a beginner, like I said, try to keep the brakes a little higher, 5 or so. All right, let's try to do this. There we go. Let's count this, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. About 25 and a half cranks. Not bad for 2 grams. I am liking it. All right, it's time to cast what might be the smallest swim bait in the world, which is the Eurotackle EPF Swim. There might be some other 1-inch swim bait out there. Let me know in the comments below. Maybe I'll try some. But I have it on the Eurotackle, their 1/32 ounce jig head, size 6 hook. The total weight here is 1.3-ish grams, okay? So let's give this a wing. All right, so it gets out there. I think maybe it's the wind. I'm compensating right now. It's getting out there, okay. Let's do some different casts because I think because of the wind and also the light lure, that's a roll cast right there from the side. I think these small little lures is probably best. Yeah, the roll cast right there is not good because depending on my roll power, it's inconsistent because it's so light. So I think the best way to cast some of these light lures is these back and forth flick casts. I think, yeah, that's a little bit more accurate and also get a little bit more distance. Okay. Let me try to do a roll cast now with the wind kind of died down just a little bit. Yeah, the roll cast, I think, gotta sit back on this one right here. All right, so definitely castable. This is 4 breaks, pretty cool. Backlash. Yeah, I'm playing around with the whipping and different powers of whipping. I try to overpower that one. Not good, not good. So yeah, I think one of the key things is you gotta also know your rod. This is a brand new rod to me. So it's a newer model Dragon Light. And the wind here needs to calm down. And what happened? But so far, it casts. Okay, so I'm gonna pass this because I am getting pretty good distance. I get some pretty good accuracy. Okay, I would say it's pretty good accuracy. I mean, the Tatula BS70 could do the same thing, same amount of line. So I'm not surprised that this reel could do it. There we go. That's a kind of like a smaller roll cast, a tight roll cast. Yep. Roll cast with no accuracy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the flick cast for something this light. And I think a lot of people would like the flicks anyway. Especially if you're a K2 bait finesse guy, mountain stream bait finesse guy. Yeah, this roll casting is difficult for me. So I'm gonna see if I increase the breaks to 5.2 and see how it goes for a second. You definitely lose some distance for that. Yeah, but let's do some flicks with break 5. Nice. Okay, the 5 is definitely more consistent. There, and then let's try this way. Try different spots. Okay. All right, I'm getting it. I'm getting used to it. So yeah, I am gonna pass this as well. It's time to do the ultimate test, the trout magnet. You guys ready? 1 gram, let's go. All right, folks, failed boat. For some reason, I could not find my trout magnet at 1 gram. For those who don't know, different trout magnet colors for some reason weigh differently. The hooks, they all weigh pretty much the same. You know, it's a 1/64 ounce jig head, and the plastic, I guess, depending on different colors, they're really different weights. And I couldn't find my 1 gram in my box. This is the lighter one. This is the 0.78 grams. So let's see if you can cast this. Yeah. You can cast it, flicking, but I just backlash as you guys saw. Overspooled right there, but no backlashing, but I have to fix it. So yeah, I think you could potentially do this, right? If you have thinner line and less line. That was at 5 breaks. I'm gonna try 4 breaks for a second and just feather through. Yeah, I'm still overspooling, but I do got accuracy. So I think I could definitely cast something below 1 gram mark. This is again 0.78 grams. You got to feather through a lot, and your regular roll cast, because it's so light, I don't think this rod could roll cast something like this. It's all about the flicks. So I'm gonna go back to flicks. There you go. It's flicking. That one's perfect. Timed it perfectly. A little bit overspooling, but distance is pretty consistent. Oh, the accuracy is off on that one, and I backlash. No wonder. But yeah, I can't pass it if it's you know, consistently having overruns, right? But you know, I think it's possible. You just need to have the right setup. Like I said, less line, thinner line. I'm just doing a regular cast. It's back and forth without the strong whip, and that seems like it's okay. Yeah, it's a little off for accuracy that way, but it's just a back and forth cast. Yep. That one I'll try to be ballsy and get a little bit more distance and did not feather all the way through. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, almost 13 cranks. For 0.78. That is still impressive, okay? Still impressive. Imagine if I were to clean the stock bearings. I believe these bearings are micro too, so let's take a look very, very quick. There is no bearings on the shaft itself, the spool shaft. So it's going to be on a side plate here. And yes, they are micro bearings, which I did not say or show, I don't think, on my unboxing video. I mean, I may have shown the plate, but I never zoomed into it. So there you have it. Let's go back to the desk and talk.
All right, let's talk about the cast testing session with this reel here. I feel like it's very close to the Daiwa Saltist BF70, the USDM model. I think the biggest difference, again, is really the spool. It's shaped in a specific way for PE, and also you have the faster worm gear, and you have the drag clicker, right? But yeah, I think it behaves exactly how the Saltist BF70 is. And with this thin line, you cast really, really light lures. And I think you can cast down to 1 gram. Unfortunately, I only had the trout magnet that's below 1 gram. But as you see, I cast okay with it. If you guys want to cast anything like 1 gram below, you definitely want to get, let's say, an aftermarket spool, like a raWr spool. It's very popular, and I think it's really well made, and you definitely do those trout magnet a lot easier. But overall, for an ultralight PE BF reel, I think this is pretty good. But if you guys are also into throwing the super light stuff, I don't think having a reel like this will work well, like right out the box, because one, this is 11 grams, and this is a size 30 millimeter spool, but you know it is deeper for PE, and therefore it's closer to maybe a 28 millimeter spool, right? So if you want to throw the lightest, you definitely want to use a small diameter spool. The 28 millimeter spools out there are the way to go. Things like the Arc Gravity BFS Reel, right out the box, you cast very, very low, right? And then if you like the JDM stuff, I'm a huge fan of the Daiwa side. The Daiwa side feels like it's a lot better, but if you want to do the super light stuff, you still need an aftermarket spool, regardless if you are into Shimano or Daiwa, because you got to get the aftermarket spools, right? But like back to this guy here, right? Like I feel like most of my fishing is in range. I rarely throw the 1 gram mark. As you guys can see, throwing the 1.3, which is the EPS swim on a 1/32 ounce jig, is fine. It's perfectly fine. I think the lightest I usually would throw would be a 1/32 ounce jig head, and I do a lot of hair jigs, so like it's gonna be close to 1 gram dry, but when it's wet, you can still cast pretty good. And yeah, I think I will be using this reel here to throw some hair jigs in the fall, because I do love trout fishing, and I think this could be perfect for my fall fishing trips. So if you guys are interested in seeing me use this in real life fishing, you guys definitely want to stay tuned, because I will be taking this out when they stock trout in my area. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below. I'll have all the information that you guys need in the description. Until next time, the fish don't wait. Catch y'all on the next episode.